Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be my thoughts on the first to the third round of the 2023 NFL Draft. Now, I'm sorry about this, but originally I was going to do the first round yesterday and do the second through the third round today. But unfortunately, Friday I was really busy, so I wasn't able to, you know, um, give my thoughts on the first round of the NFL draft. So that's why I'm doing the first through the third round of the NFL draft today. So these thoughts are based on my favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and how they did. And I also talk about the Pittsburgh Panthers in the 2023 NFL draft. So the first round, the 14th, wait a minute. Steelers decided to trade up with the Patriots 17th to the 14th pick. So the first round, 14th pick, Broderick Jones, Georgia offensive tackle. Now, in my honest opinion, I think this is a great pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers because the Steelers in the past couple of years have been lacking an offensive line, and that's one of the positions that the Steelers need to work on is the offensive line. And I think Broderick Jones from Georgia, offensive tackle, is a great pick. It's a great idea. He would be a start of fixing our offensive line, but I still think we need more to fix our offensive line. But overall, I'm really happy with the Steelers picking Broderick Jones because offensive tackle is a position that we need really bad. So here's the Pittsburgh Panthers in the 2023 draft. Both of these players were picked in the first round. First round, 19th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selected Kalijah Kancey, defensive tackle, Pittsburgh. I watched this dude through his whole career. He is a great player. He can get off the line fast, and he can get after you. He can get after a quarterback. So that is a great pick for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They lost a couple defensive tackles this year in free agency. So that was a great pick by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a position that they really need as a defensive tackle. First round, 24th pick, Vikings select Jordan Addison, University of Southern California. Now you're probably wondering, Joey, why did you add Jordan Addison? Well, here's my reasoning. Jordan Addison is a former Pittsburgh Panther. Even though he decided to transfer to the University of Southern California, in my heart, he's still a Pittsburgh Panther, and that's the team he started out for. So Jordan Addison is a really good wide receiver. He has a lot of speed. He can get downfield quick, and he can catch those long balls. And the Vikings do really need wide receivers. I mean, they do have Justin Jefferson, but I don't think Justin Jefferson is not enough for the Vikings to have a good wide receivers. I think the reason why the Vikings drafted Jordan Addison is because they decided to release Adam Thielen at the end of the season, and they needed a wide receiver to place him, and I think Jordan Addison is a good pick. He has speed, he can get down the field quickly, and he can run his routes, and yeah, that pretty good pick for the Vikings. So now we're moving on to the second round of the 2023 NFL Draft. Second round, 32nd pick, the Steelers selected Joey Porter Jr., Penn State cornerback. Now, obviously, I knew the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to draft Joey Porter Jr. They've been talking for months about the Pittsburgh Steelers picking or selecting Joey Porter Jr., and I figured that they were going to more than likely select him. He is a good player. Joey Porter, his father, is a former Pittsburgh Steeler. He was a linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I'm not too sure what the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to do with Joey Porter Jr., if they're going to turn him into a linebacker or keep him at his current position, cornerback. But Joey Porter Jr., he's from Penn State. He played at a good school. So hopefully Joey Porter adds a lot to the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. Second round, 49th pick, Keanu Benson, Wisconsin defensive tackle. Defensive tackle is another Steelers position that they need. The Pittsburgh Steelers need more defensive tackles. I say defensive tackle is the worst position for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They do not have a lot of depth in that position. The Pittsburgh Steelers have been lacking defensive tackles for years, ever since they got rid of Jason Hargrave. And Jason Hargrave went to the Philadelphia Eagles. And now Jason Hargrave, I think he's with the 49ers now, I don't remember. I think it is the 49ers. But the Pittsburgh Steelers have been lacking defensive tackles. And in my opinion, I think this is a great pick. And like I said, I think defensive tackle is the worst position in the Steelers' defense secondary. So let's see what he can do. The Steelers decided to trade the third round 80th pick to the Carolina Panthers, and the Carolina Panthers selected DJ Johnson, Oregon linebacker. Nothing really to say there. I'm not too sure what the Steelers really did, if they traded for somebody or if they traded down. More than likely they traded down, but I'm not too sure. So let's move on. So the third round, 93rd pick, Darnell Washington, tight end, Georgia. This is the second Georgia Bulldog that the Steelers have drafted in the NFL draft. Now, honestly, do I think this is a good pick? No. Do I think it's a bad pick? No. I think it's an okay pick. Georgia Bulldogs is a really good school. They have a lot of great players in this year's NFL draft. Honestly, here's my opinion. So taking a look at the Steelers tight ends list, they got Pat Freiermuth, Connor Hayward, what's the guy's name? That one other guy, I forgot his name. We got a few other tight ends that are more likely going to be in the 4th or 5th string spot. So, tight end is not looking too bad. It's always great to have another tight end, and I think Darnell Washington will do well. I think he's going to be a great player for Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think he's going to be a good fit. Honestly, my thoughts is he's a pretty big dude. He's 6'6", 264 pounds. I think he's going to be a Heath Miller type of player, and I think he's going to really help out our team with catching and blocking. So where does this put Pat Freiermuth and Connor Hayward and other tight ends? Well, honestly, in my opinion, either Darnell Washington for the first year with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's either going to be on the 2nd string or the 3rd string. He has to go through position battles with multiple tight ends, like 5. So he would be the 6th tight end on the team. The 5th and 4th string he will get through. It's going to be a battle between Connor Hayward and that other tight end. I forgot his name. But let's see what happens. So overall, that is my thoughts on the Steelers' first through third round picks. Honestly, in my opinion, I think Steelers have done a good job in this draft so far. I'm really happy with their selections. You know, tight end for me is kind of debatable, but taking a look at this guy being 6'6", 264 pounds, I think this guy is going to be a Heath Miller type of player. You don't know who Heath Miller is. He's a former tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's retired now, but I think this guy is going to be a great fit. I see him as the next Heath Miller. Yeah, we can say that for a lot of guys, but I think this guy is going to be a great fit for our team. Happy with the selections for the first through third round. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the 4th through 7th round of the 2023 NFL Draft. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Period.